Hello traders and welcome to another video review. Today is Friday, July 18th, 2025. Let's take a look at the economic calendar for today. So it's a Friday, the last day of the trading week. What do we have here? Generally, Asian session were quite eventless, except the data from the Japan. National core CPI down from 3.7 to 3.3% in Japan. German PPI on opposite up from minus 0.2 to 0.1%. We will still have the speech from the German BUBA President Joachim Nagel at 10:15, and the German BUBA Mauderer will give a speech as well. And that's about the London session. During the US session, we got one data release which is very important: building permits. The building permits is scheduled for release at 2:30 together with the housing starts. Michigan 1-year, 5-year inflation expectations, consumer expectations, and consumer sentiment data are scheduled for release at 4 o'clock. 1 hour later we got Atlanta Fed GDP now, and at 7 o'clock we got US Barker Hughes oil rig count and the total rig count, and that's about it. So pretty easy, light with the data releases US session. So without any further ado, I think we should go to the charts. We start with euro dollar. Euro dollar 4-hour time frame chart is slowly but surely getting towards the technical support located at the level of 1.1545. This is the local high from the June 20th. For now, we got this downside movement towards 1.1563, 1.1558, and of course some bounce attempts, some pullback attempts from the extremely oversold market conditions. But the level of 50, let me just place the line for the level of 50, has not been violated just yet. This black line, as you can see, is separating us from the the market from the positive sentiment. So negative sentiment is here, positive sentiment, positive momentum is above the level of 50. First, they need to break above the level of 50 in order to start rallying and positive sentiment to increase and the momentum to increase. So this looks like a very good time to mention this supply zone. Located between 1.1618, 1.1645. So any violation of this supply zone might be bullish. However, there is still trend line here. Let me just extend this trend line, and there is still 100 periods moving average as the next obstacle for our rally higher. So for now, kind of a bounces are present on the chart. However, nothing special is going on with the euro dollar. Let's take a look at the US dollar versus the Japanese yen. So what's happened here? If we extend our trend line just a little bit here, maybe you can even do it like now, because we bounce from this one is the bounce, almost bounce, and we are still climbing higher. Local session was located at 148.31, and of course the yesterday's 2 days ago low at 146.93. Nevertheless, the momentum is still positive. Let me just place my 50 my separation line. That's the level of 50, and the market still is above this level. So bulls are in charge of the market. We climb up the stairs as by the textbook. So it looks like maybe the traders should prepare themselves for a test of 149.19, the swing high from the July 16th. As long as the momentum is positive, the market is above the short-term trend line at 100 pips moving average, and above the technical support at 148.03. The outlook for the US dollar versus the Japanese yen market remains bullish, target 150. How about the cable? So we of course monitor the state of the cable market every day, and it looks like this time not much has happened overnight. We still got this trend line here, as the market is trying to bounce from the technical support at 1.3369. The bounce wasn't that much these days. Nevertheless, we bounced from the extremely oversold conditions back up towards the level of 50. So it looks like despite that little bounce in price, right, because we went as high as where it is, it's 1.3439, right, we went as high as this intraday technical resistance. Nevertheless, the momentum managed to go back from the level of 23 up towards the 47 level. So it looks like this movement to the upside was quite successful in momentum, but there is no movement in price whatsoever. So it looks like the market is under the bearish control, and they might want to push this market lower, and the down swing might accelerate as soon as we break below 1.3369, the technical support. Now the crude oil market. The crude oil market, it doesn't actually do much as it climbs from the level of 65.42 towards 67.69 dollars. We got new local low, so this will now act as the technical support. Nevertheless, this is side-dish market, sideways market. It's a sideways trend on this market, as you can see clearly, and we need a strong breakout either to the upside or to the downside to confirm the movement. Otherwise, we can spend a little bit more time in this trendless market. Of course, last time we were rejected from the level of 77.58 3 times. All right, so that might be difficult for the bulls to break above this level. So it looks like now the most probable way for the crude oil is to the downside. Now, very interesting situation on the Bitcoin. The Bitcoin is climbing back above the level of 120,000, and of course it's aiming for the new all-time high at 124,265. So the current pullback has been made in 3 waves. Nevertheless, momentum is still positive, 61 points, quite strong momentum. We should see another movement to the upside quite soon. A local technical resistance, overnight Asian session technical resistance, 120,952. This is the level that we should pay attention to. And maybe let's take a look at the end of the day at the Ethereum as well, because this market doesn't take any prisoners. This is the 4-hour time frame chart, is keep moving up. This is daily time frame chart. We just let me just place go to the weekly. We just broke above the 78% Fibonacci retracement. We spoke about it at the beginning of the week when I showed you this chart, and you can see that it is already violated. Next target, the high at 4,106. All of these Fibonacci levels are now violated. We continue the wave 3 to the upside as expected. The market still has some room before the extremely overbought conditions are hit. There is still some room to the upside on the market as well. Let me just place the target for this, I think for this week or maybe for this month, because it's already the 18th of the July, so maybe even this week this level should be hit with that kind of momentum. If nothing changes, it should be hit without any problems. We have been seeing this movement to the upside like as a very, very strong, very aggressive, very dynamic, despite the fact that the market conditions are extremely overbought already. Nevertheless, there is no clues, no indication of the uptrend to be terminated or reversed, or like I don't know, maybe some kind of a pullbacks. Nothing like this is on the daily time frame chart of the Ethereum. Higher prices should be seen soon. Target 4,106. That's everything from me for today. Thank you very much for watching this analysis, and I hope I see you guys next time. Take care and bye bye.